family and friends. How are you doing? Yes, so today is day 4 on our episode of 10 days series of discussion on topics of interest about health. So today we are talking about masculine health tips, masculine health and masculine hygiene. That is for the men. So yesterday was day 3 and we talked about feminine health and feminine hygiene. So if you didn't check the video, you can see it. You're gonna learn one or two things. So let's forge ahead for today on masculine health tips and masculine hygiene. So the first thing is regular exercise. When you're exercising, your organs are functioning and it impacts on your health and organs effectively. So this is number 1 tips for masculine health, because on the opposite, the sedentary lifestyle of not being active, it's not actually good for your organs. Then number 2, we are talking about dieting. Please, when we talk about diet, always, it doesn't mean that you need to spend so much. It's just about you having knowledge of how to combine the correct food nutrients at the right proportions to make your meal deliver the nutrients you need for a healthy living. So you can do some more work on yourself, or you meet a nutritionist to put you through, because when we talk about balanced dieting, we know people are of different age ranges, and there are people with some conditions, health issues. So on that note, you may need to meet your specialist to give you the proper guidance. But generally, consuming less sugar and salt, it's something that we should consider when we are preparing our meals, both for the male and female. Then number 3, break unhealthy habits. Yes, a lot of men, the odogus, the young guys, there are some people have found themselves with addictions, some people, and then substance abuse also, like cocaine, marijuana, shisha, even cigarettes and alcohol. I understand personally from my experience in the healthcare setting, when issues of addiction sets in, it's very, very difficult for some people to break it. But once you are very intentional that you want to withdraw, it can be done with a therapeutic guideline. Then something else about unhealthy habits. Womanizing is not good. I'm talking about promiscuity. So when we talk about that angle, it's better to have one sexual partner and then do it the godly way in marriage. So if you're still a young guy or even advanced but not yet married, it's ungodly for you to be involving with somebody that you are not sure, somebody that you have not taken that commitment, the ultimate commitment of swearing to God that you will do life with the person. Because the issue is that at times you may not know if that person is also faithful, and if anything happens to you, like you along the line, you get to see that maybe you have gonorrhea, which is one of the sexually transmitted infections, or syphilis, or even HIV and AIDS, which is the most popular one. You may not really know if you are involving yourself with more than one person. So you do yourself. It's not all about maybe this one or that. It's actually a self-love that you give to yourself by disciplining yourself to stick to one sexual partner and doing it the proper way. Some people will tell you everybody is doing it. What is there for you not to do it? No, it's not true. Even in marriage, that is not the only thing that sustains marital journey. Then the 4th one, we are going to talk about care of the genitals. This one, some men don't take this one very serious, but it's something that the odogos, you should be very intentional about it. I understand that the anatomical position is different, it's very unique, but it's actually more healthy. Whenever you use the toilet, you try to rinse off with water. That is something very, very important. After passing urine or you pass stool, you just rinse off with water. It keeps that place very clean, and then you dry it as well. Then even after, if you're married, after having coitus with your partner, the best care is to rinse off that area for both male and female. Then number 5, clean your environment. Yeah, this is very important. Both the outer space and the inner space should be very neat. Arrange it, do your high dusting, and then do your laundry as well. Even your dishes, do them timely. Clean your shoes, the socks also. Wash your socks. Don't leave it inside the shoes for a long time. It breeds some bad smells and is not good for health. Then 6, protect your skin. Yeah, a lot of men think that when it comes to skincare, it's only about women. No, you should be intentional about it. When you have your shower, dry yourself, try to apply your your cream very well on all parts of your body. And then when you're having acne or pimples on your face, try to press it when they are ripe. Do something about it. Get something that can help to keep your face very good, you know. Then the 7th point, care of the pubic area. Yeah, you know, yes, these shaving like your armpits down there, you know. Then for the men, you know, there are people that have beards, this hair at your jaws, the neckline, and on the chin. Yes, shave them. It's very important. Then wash it and trim it when it is necessary, and also moisturize it too, because a lot of times you see that after a while, maybe you've accumulated a lot of sweat, the smell coming out might not be nice, so you need to do the needful. Then on the 8th point, we are talking about stress management. You know, a lot of research has shown that men are predisposed to some conditions like prostate cancer, injury from work hazards, diabetes, hypertension, and some other conditions. Yes, you should be able to see your doctor timely and then have adequate rest after some strenuous jobs. This will go a long way to help and improve your health. Then this next point is something very important that I just fixed in because it's generally applied to both genders. Practice gratitude and be contented. You know, a lot of men feel bad. Maybe you see in your circles, people have achieved things that you haven't achieved. So sometimes it might want to affect your ego and all of that. No, remember, time and chance happen to them all. Your own time is coming as long as you have not given up. So don't feel bad, but that is not an avenue for you to be lazy because of you are contented. Thrive for things that you want to achieve and then work towards it, and God willing, everything will also click for you at the right time. So I put down this point, your connect with family and friends and colleagues. Yeah, this is very important. It's something that will help your emotional health. Yeah, there are things that sometimes you can't really get from just random people, but just friends, family, and colleagues can fit it into that space. So have friends and colleagues that you talk with when necessary. Then the next point is water your set goals and visions by taking progressive steps. That is the thing. So don't just be fixed. You know, you can learn new things, aim to achieve bigger things, and this is something very good that will help you learn new skills of interest and then thrive for perfection in those new adventures. And then the ultimate of them all, I said, above all, love God, pray and trust Him at all seasons as the author and finisher of your faith. Yes, when you look unto God, there is nothing that you need in this life that you will not have. So connect with God always, like build your personal relationship with Him. run away from every appearance of sin. What one thing that the devil does is that he's known as the accuser of brethren. If you see things that will make sure you know very well this thing is not good, if I do it, my conscience will just try to avoid it. Because one thing is that once you do something that is not good, maybe you want to pray to God, you want to ask him to give you direction on how to do this and that. He will remind you that you did this, you did that wasn't good, and it holds you back. It draws you back instead of you forging ahead. We know, God is a merciful God. He forgives you, but it's more sweet when you are very intentional about loving him and working with him, and you just do your best to avoid those things that will make you to always come to God with starting with, please forgive me, So in conclusion, I hope that this was useful, that this was something that you can relate with as what can improve the masculine health. So please, I will appreciate in the comment section if you have anything to add, you add. If you have anything to comment that you don't agree, no problem, it's okay. So tomorrow we are going to say something else very interesting. These things are things that we know, but somehow it's also good bringing it up. It can go a long way to help us. So thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in tomorrow's episode. Bye.